Okay, guys. Welcome back to the part 3 of word processing, and today we are going to be creating tutorial on. We are going to be creating a fillable form, and in doing so, just watch as we proceed with this. Okay, so let's proceed. We first of all, what we are going to do is open the program, Microsoft Word. As usual, you go to Word, open Microsoft Word, and a new blank document opens, or you can as well. This one came in because I still have a Microsoft Word open. So anytime I go to start and open Microsoft Word, a new blank document automatically opens. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to go back to the header and edit the header. I'll just go to layout and edit the header size. Let's see, go to margins. There's a custom margins, and I'm going to make the top 1.5. Okay, make it 1.5. Yes, I will double click on this space here, double click, so that I can edit the header. So the next thing I'm going to do is to open the previous letterhead that we had done. I'll double click the header. I just put my mouse over here so that I can select all that is in the header, and I will go to home and I will click on copy, which is the same thing you can do with Control Z, right? Copy is Control C. So once you copy, then you go back to the new document that you have created, and you go to home and you click on paste. This one here, paste, which is the same thing as Control V, paste. So I have it there. So all I need to do is make some few adjustments here and there and there. Okay. Now, a reminder that the logo should not look the same. The logo you have shouldn't be like mine. There are so many logos that you can choose for your project. Okay. So I am going to come out of the header and double click on this other white space, which is the body. And yeah, there we go. So in here now, I'm going to do something which is start creating forms. If you don't have this tab that is called developer, there's a way you can get it activated. You can simply right click on any of this space here and select customize the ribbon. Once you do that, you wait for this dialog box to open, and around here you should see the developer, and you check it under the customizer, you check it and okay. So if you are having difficulties finding this tool on your Microsoft Word, you can always come to the lab and I will assist you on getting it, because I know that some versions there are other workarounds to get that visible. Okay, so if you are struggling with that, you can always meet me in the lab. I'll be able to guide you on how to get it. So once you check that, it becomes available. So now that it's available, we are going to use this in creating a form. So what we are creating now is a fillable form, just like the SBA file stated here. So create a fillable form. The form should be able to accommodate up to 5 guests, right? And adults and children. Okay, the form must be, this is must, okay, form must be on the results letterhead, and must include at least 3 of the following features. So these are the features that are expected to be in there, at least 3. So that means we can get the 5 of them if possible. And it must have this following formatting. There must be some text that has bold, underline, italic, justify and all that. So we are going to do all that purpose. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is that we already have the letterhead and we've copied the header. So the next thing we are going to do is go back to the blank document, and I'm going to increase this a bit. Okay, I'm going to increase it a bit, and yes, so the first thing I'm going to add is I'm just going to add a text called reservation form. Okay, and I will call that reservation form because that is what we are working on right now. Okay, that is what we are working on right now. So yeah, so I will leave that there. I'll press enter to go to the next line, and I'm going to have a reservation date. So the next one will be reservation date, right? Okay, we are pretty much going to format all this, so just have that in mind. Reservation date. Okay, and I'm going to show you all the things that we need to look at. Okay, so here we go. So we have reservation date, and I'm just going to put some headings here. Please complete the form below. Okay, yeah, so please complete the form below, and I'm going to show you what to do. So this one, remember, we just need to format everything, and I'm going to select all. I've selected this block. I will come back to developer. I'm going to change the font to maybe Times New Roman. Now your form can have any type of font, but I will just make it look more formal, and yeah, I'll just make it size 12. Okay, so this I am going to make it bold, probably make it size 14, and I'm going to make it bold. So this is the bold button. I'm going to underline it and align it to the center. So you have it there, is aligned to the center. Well, this one, I would want to do something unique about this. I'm going to come back to this later. So, but however, let's continue with other project. So I press enter after the below, and I select this by triple clicking to select the entire line, or I can just put my mouse over here and click, and it will select the whole line. So I'm going to make it bold and underline it, and as well center it. Then I bring my cursor to the new line that I've created, and I'm going to put some notice there. So this note, observation with a verified prior to your arrival at Charlie Hotel. And spa. Okay, so yes, I made that note here, so I'm going to select this one here. I'm going to make it bold. I'm going to go to the end and press enter again to go to the next line. So the next line I will have will be called client information. So I press enter to go to the next line. So the first thing I need is the first name. Okay, let's look at what the instructions given to us, and here we go. So it says a fillable form. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, I want the job to look neat and pretty much organized. So let's see what we can do. So here I'm going to say first name, that there, and I'm going to do what? I'm going to press the tab button on your keyboard, press tab twice. Then here I'm going to add the last name, put a colon. I go to the next line. I'm going to add address. So the address could have two things. So then here I'll add the address here, and I think at the end I could add maybe I'll just say country, okay, and yes, so that's how it is. Okay, so that will be good. So I just press tab and enter. I'm going to come back here. Yes, just enter the next line. So I'm just going to say that this one will be street number 1, street address 1, and the next one will be street address 2. Okay, now let me add some. I'll go to developer to add some rich text fields so that we know what we are doing. Okay, so here where we have the name, I could come over here and select a tool. Here you have several options. You have rich text, you have plain text, and so on. So like what we had says rich text, I'm going to select that. And there you go. I have a rich text, but you notice that this has been shifted towards the end there. So I'm going to select this point here and press the backspace. Yeah. Then here now, I'm going to press tab once and select rich text. So you see how I'm putting it. So when I select the rich text, that fits in there. So here too, I am going to do similar by just selecting, I put my cursor on this part of the line and select a rich text. But you notice that it is jumping. So I am going to put the next rich text for the next address line too. Okay, I'm going to delete this part. Okay, here I'm going to put something here, and I'm going to call it an option box. So what this option is to give us a drop-down list. Yeah, I'm going to call it a drop-down list. So here I'm going to insert a drop-down list, and yeah, drop-down list here. So I'm going to go to the tool here and select this combo box. Do I need combo box or just a regular drop-down list? Yes, I will do the drop-down list control. I select it, and it says here choose an item. If you notice, the box is kind of way how do I put it? It's way wide. So what I'm going to do is probably make the font smaller. So I'm going to select all this. So from here, I'm going to select from here and make it a size 11. That's size 11. Yeah. So it's there now, and yeah. So that's it. Size 11, and I'm going to pretty much format this. So choose an item, click on this, choose item. You see, there's no item. So I'm going to go back to developer and select it and click on properties. So in this properties, this dialog box comes up, and we are going to give it a value. So this will be called country. So we are just going to add a few countries to it, and we'll be fine. So here I'm going to modify. No, I'm just going to add. I'm not going to modify. I could say display name. Say Jamaica, right? And that will be the value. Yes, I could add another country like Canada. I could add Trinidad, Tobago. You see how I'm adding the different countries, and they all have their value. I can actually modify this first one here. As I modify it and choose an item, I would say select country. Select country. Okay, you see, it's now select country. That's the first one. That's what will appear once I save this and OK it. So I could add another here. I will call it USA, and you have USA there. Okay, I could also add UK, and there you go. So I just say okay. So I have that there. So when I click the form, you can see all that. I am yet to understand why it is saying choose an item, select a country. Okay, let me go back to properties and see what we can do about that. Okay, so what we're going to do, just remove this first one. Just remove it. Okay, since this is saying choose an item, we can choose that. Okay, so we have a country there. Then here we can actually rename this one as a properties. The title, we call it address line 1, no, line 2, that's 2, address 2. So here we can go to properties and we tag this one address line 1. Okay, so that's for street address 1. There you go. So they're here now. I'm going to do something by just simply go to properties, and I will call it first name. Oh, this will help a lot, so that when you click, you actually know the properties of those boxes. Here I'm going to say last name. Okay, so our form is getting pretty. It's getting pretty. So now the next thing I'm going to do is come here and press enter to the next line. So now that I'm on the next line, I am going to add like telephone number or contact. So say contact. So the contact number will be there. Contact number. Press enter, and there I will give a little space. That then at the end. Escape. Control Z. Go to back. Okay. Press space. Tab. And the next one will be email. Press tab. Space and tab. Enter to the next line. So here, I come here and click and put in a rich text field. Okay. I could just format these things and go to properties. Here I will call it I could just say that one will be contact number. Okay. Then here will be, I go to properties, and I will name it email address. Okay. So that's email address, and okay. So I go to the next one. This has to do with when the visitor will be arriving. So I could just write here arrival and departure. Okay. I press enter to go to the next line. So I will say check in date. Then I press tab, another tab again. So departure. Right. Press tab. Press enter to go to the next one. Check in time. Put that there. Make sure you put colon right on this, so that because you're trying to indicate that you need to do something. So check-in time here would be check out, right? Check out. It will be check out time. Okay. Tab. Okay, I'm just giving that space. We will work on that once once we get more fields arranged. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to check the accommodation area. Accommodation. Sorry, I have a little sinus this morning. Okay, so the next thing we do, now that I have typed accommodation, what comes out under accommodation is not spelled rightly, so I am going to right click that and select accommodation. Okay, so that's how you use that tool. I press enter to the next line, and I'm going to put NO of adults, right? Number of adults, and I'm going to use a drop down list for this. So I press one tab and another tab. I say NO of children, right? Press a tab and a tab. I'm just giving that tab basis where I will put in the fields, the form fields. So the next thing I'm going to do here is to put a number of rooms, NO of rooms that the guests will be, want to use during their stay. So the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to put a payment method, payment method. So yeah, so the payment method could be we have three types of payment, which is cash, credit card, and a debit card, probably, right? So that's what we are going to do. We are going to put all that. So have that in mind, payment method. So I'm going to do all that here. So I'm going to say cash, right? Credit card, press tab. Then what's the other one again? Debit card, debit card. Okay, so that goes. That's okay. Then yeah, I think that will do. That will do. So the payment method. So if the person is paying with cash and all that, so that will do. Not much will be collected. So that will be fine. That will be fine. So just payment method, cash and that. So let's add up the from properties and format this. So this one here, I'm going to select it this way, and I'm going to go home and make it centered, underline it, make it bold, right? Then another thing I need to do, I think I need to give it line spacing. I'll select all and go to lines height and make it 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 is reasonable, or I can make it 1.15 or 1.5. Let's see. Okay, this is reasonable. This is reasonable enough. So the next thing I'm going to do is client information. I'm going to center it, bold it, underline it, right? So we know the key areas where we are working. Payment method. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Payment method. I'm going to make it underline, bold, and center it. So accommodation 2, yeah. I'm going to make it center, alignment, underline, and bold. Right. Okay. So now that we have that, we start adding the other field properties. So you go back to developer. So check that. I am going to add some kind of calendar. Yeah, I think this one is a calendar. So I'm going to click on that calendar tool. So when you click it, you can select date. Yeah. So that's how it is. So same thing goes for departure. So I'm going to highlight this point and use the backspace to delete it. I come over here, press space, and insert the calendar again. Yeah, so that once you click the arrow by the side, you can select a date. So same thing goes here too, where I am going to add the time. Since I don't have a time tool, all I just need is add a rich text to that point and select this white space, go back there. Here, I press one liquid space and I say rich text. So this is okay enough. So, and that is good. Now, the number of adult thing, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to select this space and I'll click list, drop down list, and choose an item. I'm going to go to properties and I'm going to call it number of adults, right? And I'm going to add values to it. So I would say the first thing I'm going to add is 1. I could add another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can add as many as you want, but I just want to stop for 5, and that will be fair enough. Same thing goes for children. A little space there, and add a drop-down list. So choose an item, go to properties, and I'll call this one number of children, right? And I'm going to click on add. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if you want to add as many as you can do that, but it all depends on you. I just want to stop at 5 and continue. I'm going to select this space here and click on backspace. Same thing here. I'm going to click on backspace. One space, yeah. Then number of rooms. Similarly, same thing. I'll just click on that point and backspace here. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, select it and let's say NO of rooms. I add 1. Click on add again. 2. Okay. 3, 4, 5. If you notice, whenever I put in a display name, it also takes up as the value. Just keep it like that so that the form will remember that that is the value for that selected option. Okay, so now that we have put in the drop down button, so the next thing we are going to do is method of payment. Here I'm going to put this here, just say colon, and what I'm going to do now is to add what I call checkbox. So I'm going to add this. This is called a checkbox. So add a checkbox there. Same thing here too, checkbox. And here, I'm going to add a checkbox for it. So, okay, now each of them has a checkbox, but we need to format the checkbox so that it will have the appropriate value. So this is called cache, right? And yeah, check. You could actually change how it looks like, but not much symbol. So that will be enough. Okay. So same thing with this. Once you click on it, it will be checked. But this is cache. Um, yes. So that's it. So that's a checkbox. Yeah. I wish there was a radio button which will uh, be more friendlier. I wish there was a radio button. But since we don't have a radio button, let's just continue with the checkbox. So this one, I'm going to go to properties, and I'm going to call that one credit card. Okay. Same thing here. I'm going to go to properties, and I call it debit card. Okay. And I'll click on OK. So yes, there we have created this part. So the next thing we need to do is to come to the footer. Just go to home, come to the footer, and probably put a little slogan there. I will just call it what's it? Shift and colon gives you shift and quote gives you double quote. So I could just say the treasures of a lifetime. Right. Shift and semicolon again. So delete this first one. Yeah. I will select it, and I will go to home. I'll click on italics, right? And I will make it bold. Increase the font size to probably 16. Change the font to probably Times New Roman, and I'm going to center it. Yeah, so there you go. So it's looking good now. We have created a simple form. So I could just go in here, touch this down here, and probably bring it down a little. Yeah. So like I told you, that you can use any shape, but I'm just trying to make it as simple as it can be. So this one now, we haven't finished with this reservation. Yeah, it needs a date. So I'm going to go to developer and put in the calendar. Yes. Then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to make this one to align to the left. You know, just trying to use different type of alignment. So I'm going to make these field headers. I'm going to make them bold. Select them, make it bold. I select them, I make it bold. So just take note of those items that I am making bold, so that you can make them bold. To choose an item, select country. Mhm. Choose an item. Okay. Okay. I'm going to expand this. So if you move your mouse to the ruler here, you can actually expand the form. I want to expand the form. Yeah. So I'm going to expand it to this level. Yes. Okay, fine. Uh-huh. So now I'm going to make those make it bold. Now this is for emphasis to make sure that the traveler knows which item to be selected. I'm going to make the space, bring it close. Okay. Number of adults, make it bold. Number of children, make it bold. Number of rooms, make it bold. Now let's check everything is working. Everything is working. Then this line here, I'm going to center it. Yes. And I make each of the units bold. So yes, here we go. And let's see what name we were asked to save it as. As we are asked to save it as a reservation form. So I'm going to go there. You click on File. You click on Save. You browse the, okay, I already have the location, but in this case, you can browse any location by clicking on Browse. Since I've been working on it, I will just click on Browse Location. And here I am going to save it as reservation form. But mind you, I like being uniform when I do things. So I could just call it reservation form in all caps. So it's called reservation form. So yeah, that's it. So at this point, we have been able to do our reservation form complete. Like you can see on this now, our reservation form has been completed. It's so easy and simple that you can do it on your own within a short time. So that's it. That's how you create the reservation form, and that will come to the end of the word processing. I believe so. Yes, I believe so. This we've done the brochure, and yeah, that will come to the end of the brochure. The next one we are going to be doing will be web design. So I'm going to take my time to create another video for this. So see you guys next time.